to get this one across the 35.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has three options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Lance. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 46. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. This defense for the Cards, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Remember, these two teams met earlier in the year in Santa Clara with the Niners coming out on top. So a win here in Arizona would give them the season sweep.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
A good solid game there on 1st down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
Second and 7. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the 1st down at the Cardinals 17. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. And they'll run. This is Trey Sermon. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's his 5th touchdown on the ground, number 8 overall.
And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Murray. That'll be caught. It's Isabella. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Murray now on 1st down. He's going to look deep for more. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rondale Moore, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Now Matt Prater for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
Sermon now on 1st and 10. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. These two teams all tied after one. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Lance. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down.
Isaiah Simmons
able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try to protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. Touchdown 49ers.
Deebo Samuel with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Now Gould for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
On the return, here's a dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Shotgun now for Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Eric Armstead. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Again, he finds more. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
Play action. Now it's Murray. He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Murray. He finds his target. It's Schultz.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Play fake. Murray. They'll roll him out right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They're going for it. Hits Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Rondale Moore. His 2nd touchdown of the game. His 3rd on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Extra point good by Prater. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in the hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. That was huge after being behind the chains on first down to make this 2nd very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on first down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on 2nd down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, stand ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Lance looking to throw it. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 45-yard line.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Throwing on first down is Lance. This is caught by Hilton. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Lance. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Throwing now is Lance. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And the Cards are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime. Out to his left. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's caught by Ayuk on the slant. And the Niners are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. So we've reached halftime here on Christmas Day. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Big Ace open, Big Ace open. Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Get ready, get ready.
A shotgun handoff to Patterson. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
57 to Mike, 57. 57 to Mike.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Murray has it knocked loose, fumble, and now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. And that, Charles, you'd have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the third quarter, those turnovers can change the tide of the ball game. And now it's up to their defense to try and bail them out. Got to take care of the rock.
Following the fumble recovery, Lance. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play that time on the catch and run. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Shotgun now for Lance. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? The Lance going to throw. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. And they'll go for it. Lance. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Cardinal defense comes up with a goal line stand. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Murray now on 1st down. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
We want it. Come to my work. Check. Check hot.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. To throw is Murray. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz, and he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A big connection on that one. 36 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
We are off to the 4th quarter here on this special Christmas Day broadcast. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Right there. 54. Right Omaha. Omaha. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike's 54. Black screen. Black screen.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. DJ Jones forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. Big 3rd down, a field goal from this spot, 57 yards as they hope to move it a little closer.
Set the time, defense. Let's go. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Omaha. 54.
To throw, it's Murray. Under pressure, and they got to him again. That was Jordan Poyer, the safety, in for the sack. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Here's Thomas. And he'll get this up to right around the 8-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now they try the right side here. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
That's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Murray. He'll buy some time right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Dalton Schultz, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Prater for the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered, yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Now a handoff looking right. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Terrell Basham, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They go quickly here out to Moore. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
Again, he finds Moore. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Mack, and he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2. He barely got back to the line of scrimmage. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. Able to slither by. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 59 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
down, San Francisco.
Right back to him on first down. Byron Murphy there on the tackle. Inside of a minute to go now. 2 timeouts left. Still in pretty good shape.
I think they're in excellent shape here if they use the timeouts judiciously and use the sideline as an additional timeout.
Second down and 7. He's back to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Back to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the fourth quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Murray. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hopkins. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Murray to throw. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll make it 2nd down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. Prater's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking two plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Murray, one final try. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right.